Hello, everyone.
What's up, YouTube?
What is good?
What is happening in the neighborhood?
It's the Homebrew Boys.
We're not
Coming
dead.
back
We're
with
not,
another Brew Cast video.
we're not dead. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, we're not yet.
Actually, I'm dead. I'm calling from heaven right now.
Anyways,
here.
yeah. This is my first Brewcast video. It's the first one I've been in technically, so I'm just here.
I think this is the first one without Coby.
Yeah, this is the first one without Coby.
Yeah. The last time we did one of these was fucking, oh my god. Okay, December 27th, 2022.
God
Damn, bro, 2 years?
Actually,
Yeah.
oh wait, actually, there was another Brewcast we filmed, but that's never getting released.
Yeah.
We briefly discussed that in the iceberg video, but I'm pretty sure
Dude, I forgot. I totally forgot about the iceberg video, bro.
one of the lost episodes we had was the one where we talked about, like, I think just like school stories, and then I think another one was like talking about why we like our favorite games.
Anyways, guys, so this is kind of a Brewcast video and an update video because we've been gone for God who knows how long. So it's kind of just both in between here and there.
Yeah.
Well, if you've been subscribed to the channel, or followed the TikTok page for quite a bit, you know that, we don't really upload that much.
And
I haven't really gave an official reason, why.
And especially since, well, of course this was a long time ago, since the homebrew scene has really died down. There's nothing really much that we have to post about in general.
I don't know if we've ever actually, flat out said this, but, yeah, we homebrew is, basically dead at this point.
And see, the whole reason this whole community and group was made was due to We Homebrew. And homebrew in general, but, we kind of, the whole scene is kind of, just not there anymore.
You may be saying, oh my god, WeLink has released this and this and this, or this and this reshot, but we can't, build, videos and build a career.
We can't really build
our videos off of that.
We can't really build anything off of that because back in 2021, we homebrew was starting to take off. There was videos about it everywhere, and that's really when we started. But now we can't really make anything off of that anymore.
Yeah, because it's just there's been since the last time we made an episode of this, a lot of shit has happened.
A lot, and our group has kind of just been through it, so we kind of don't have as much.
If you're in my Discord server, you'll know. But we
won't
say it here.
And also many things have changed, at least within the group. So and this is coming from the owner, or at least I guess the person who started, this whole Homebrew Boyz stuff.
But yeah, just yeah. But don't we don't really have much videos planned, at least as of right now, for the future. We are.
Well, I mean, we have a couple. I don't know if we should share them.
Not for this channel especially, but we have maybe a couple. But down the road, we have a couple. Plans.
We're definitely thinking about
new ideas.
Getting this channel going.
Yeah, we have a lot of new ideas that definitely are gonna come to light, hopefully very soon. But we don't know if we're gonna execute them.
Some ideas may come and go. This idea, we try it and we realize we don't like it. It phases out. And we are really going to try to to get videos and stuff out. Try to make stuff for the channel, but we'll see how it goes.
But we can't exclusively promise that.
We can't really say for sure what is gonna happen here or there because we don't know. Our last video was 3 months ago. We don't really know what's gonna happen.
What even was that last video? I didn't even look.
It was 3 months ago.
Yeah.
No, I meant what was it?
Fast food tier list.
It was the.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been 3 years since this has been made, and we're just trying to say we don't know really the future of this YouTube channel of how it's gonna go down. but we do know we have.
I mean, we have ideas.
We have
It's not like we don't know, but we have ideas.
Exactly, but
we
like
have ideas, but we can't.
We can't really execute them right now.
They're still in like the planning stages. Like we still have like ideas that we're just like discussing, and we're trying to see if we can make them work.
Yeah, because
like,
you can go ahead.
I also kind of want to say this on the behalf of me and the Homebrew Boyz, or at least some people in the Homebrew Boyz, since one of our more recent videos, if you can even count it as recent, was us discussing the drama between WeLink and Reconnect. But that's all. It's ended now.
Yeah, it's gone now.
I also want to say, because I did literally make a video that was titled like "Where I Stand" or whatever, and someone commented recently, and I thought it was a good point. It really I shouldn't have really tried to make it a "Where I Stand" type of deal, because it really wasn't a war, and except for Larson, he definitely thought it was a war.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, our opinions have changed a lot since the video of us.
Obviously, that video that Ash made, or Drip Tarts, obviously that does not represent our current views anymore.
Yeah, because that was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
It was my mistake portraying it as a war when it never really was.
But honestly, it could have been just taken as a light joke, of course, like, you know.
And we also have realized how horrible of a person Larson really was, so...
But we have no reason to, like, bring any of this up anymore. It's over and done with.
It's over.
And I also want to, you know, state this to a certain person named Sketch. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's still a member of WeLink.
Yeah,
but
he is. I'm
Sketch,
pretty sure.
if you are watching, we apologize.
Our opinions were clearly wrong. We didn't know that Larson did all that stuff.
Because, like, originally how we saw it was that, like, I remember explicitly there were times when someone brought up Reconnect and Larson, and you were kind of just like, no, fuck Larson, fuck Reconnect. I don't want to deal with their dumbasses. And we just kind of thought we saw it as, oh, Sketch is being toxic and Sketch is being just being a complete dick. But now we can see where, you know, we can now see where his hatred comes.
Now that we have all the information on Larson, we know that Sketch was in the right. The Sketch was in the right the entire time.
Yeah, and apparently one of the reasons why Sketch, you know, hated Larson for the longest time was apparently because Larson had leaked like one of like Sketch's private like Instagram or something. I can't really remember, but like we kind of just saw it as. But I remember originally we saw it as like a, what the fuck? Like, where's the evidence?
Yeah, but to be fair, now that we know what we've done, considering his track record, it kind of does seem like something he would do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, we should probably stop.
We should probably stop talking about this now.
Our past views are irrelevant. This is irrelevant now. But
So
Sketch, anyways, should we discuss what we just discussed right before we did this, like our ideas and stuff that we have right now?
I think we should go ahead. But our ideas are newer and they might not happen.
We literally just came up with these.
One thing I do want to talk about, which I don't know if anyone remembers, is it even still up on the Homebrew Boyz channel? Yes, it is. The first episode of the Homebrew Boyz school.
Homebrew school.
Yeah, Homebrew school.
So the story behind that is we thought of it, they thought of it, we kind of just did it. It didn't work out. We
thought of it at like when we started the group. Like this is a series that we wanted to do since the beginning.
But it kind of didn't work out. It took too much effort. We're all just. This was 2 years ago, so of course we weren't all have what we have now, but especially it was just a lot of work, and it just took too much effort to put in to just do one episode. So we kind of just didn't continue it.
Especially because we had that many people at the time. Like we don't have this.
We had about 7 to 8 people, and it was just way too much to get into one video and to edit all of that as fast.
And also, plus, there's a lot of people. I won't name them, but there's people in that video that we don't like God damn it! I just got another Amber
Oh
Alert.
my
Amber
God.
Alert. Bro.
Can you shut up?
I hope that child go.
My
No,
God,
I'm not.
that child
I'm not
go.
gonna finish.
Okay.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
But
Okay, but
All right. But anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. There's people in that video that we don't like associate with anymore. So,
we especially
if we
don't. But like
we don't, so like don't expect anything else from them.
But
yeah,
also,
or
yeah.
don't
it's been.
expect any more. Just don't expect any more appearances from them. There's mainly like I think like 2 people that are like in that video that we don't associate with anymore. But obviously,
Yeah, it's two. But
yeah.
so and one of them is a pretty big character. So
Yeah, but like
so
mostly.
let's discuss what we just discussed about Homebrew School.
So
we're thinking about just rebooting the whole thing. That's what we're thinking about.
If we do,
Yeah.
we will reboot the series, but in a
But
better manner than it.
Yeah. And the thing was, back then we were legit amateur like video makers and editors. And that's not to say that we've got. I mean, we've done better than how we used to do it, but that doesn't mean we're completely perfect.
Yeah,
But like I
exactly.
do think if we do end up going with the plan of rebooting Homebrew School and potentially just um switching things up a bit, and I'm not gonna explicitly like say how we're gonna reboot it, but we can say is that it will be so much better than how it was it will be way better than how it was in
we
2022.
have better stuff than
Hopefully.
As I've said before, we have better stuff than we did back when we made it. We have better execution, and we also we don't have as many people as we did back then, but also if we do, we'll have a plan to make it much better. As well, some other video. Our plans for the future for the channel mostly consist before we start actually making another Homebrew School or longer videos as such, we're gonna try maybe live streaming and just making like Brew Cast videos, podcast videos like this until we can start.
We're trying to get stuff that's easier out first.
Yeah.
Just so we can build up a library.
Of course, we were not getting stuff that we can rush. We want quality videos for you to enjoy. But
Yeah.
We're not gonna give you terrible videos. Like, we're just trying to start out like stuff that we could do easily, that could be done well easily. Like live streams and broadcasts.
The only problem about that, and it's also sort of the reason why we've been very not active on this channel, is because we don't really know what kind of topic we want to make videos on. We are called the Homebrew Boyz, but as we just mentioned like a few minutes ago, the Wii Homebrew scene is basically dead.
Basically our channel, what our channel thrived on back then, is now gone basically.
Homebrew. Yeah. And I know people are gonna say like, what about like Wii U and 3DS? Like, okay, I'll be honest. This is just my opinion. I don't think Wii U and 3DS Homebrew isn't really as, how can I say? It doesn't. I don't think it'll garner as much attention as like.
And I'd also
our
like to.
Wii Homebrew stuff
I'd
did.
also like to mention another video idea I've had. More like gaming videos, just like games that we could play, such as like Nintendo related games or just any game.
Just stuff that we're playing. Like if we're playing something, like we could just be like, "Hey, you guys want to do this for a video?"
Yeah, like when we've had a couple of games that we've thought about recording, in which might happen. Like gaming videos are not a bad idea for this channel. Which I think we've actually planned one, and we might actually do it, but. I'm not gonna spoil much because might as well keep it.
Like I said, these are just plans we are thinking of. We're not gonna like.
None of these are guaranteed.
Yeah, none of these are guaranteed to come, and also this all we're saying right now could never happen, of course, but it's also we're not saying it can't. So
yeah, so what we're saying is take these announcements that we're giving you with a grain of salt because we don't want. we're not gonna. We don't want to give people expectations and then just not follow through with it.
And that's especially like with Homebrew School. Like we expected it to at least have an episode 2 or 3, but it only got as far as episode 1, and we already knew when we were in the middle of making it, like we didn't think it was gonna get any further, and it didn't. But that was just poor execution and planning on our part. But
Yeah,
it could have been better, and if
Yeah.
we could have made
And
it better.
that's the problem we're trying to solve. We're trying to make it so we can get it out like easier. We're trying to make it so the process of doing it can be easier. Like, Ash suggested that we would make this a show, like it would be in the same style as Yoshibyte SpongeBob SquarePants,
like a Gary's mod show,
like made in Gary's mod. The only problem with that is that we don't have what would we use as like models
our models, and obviously
the assets.
Because recently because Nintendo decided to be a fucking bitch and take down every Nintendo related thing off the Gary's Mod Workshop. For some of us, we can't really use what we would normally use as models. Because, for example, Yoshibyte, if it weren't for Nintendo, probably would have just chosen Yoshi. Coby would have probably gone with Kirby. But obviously, because Nintendo took that stuff down,
Obviously, and also for the original assets, like Ash's like kind of Pop-Tart character, like there's no model for that.
There's
obviously.
not, and I can't model for shit. So
now, and there could be and for me, I probably would have used a Persona character. But the thing is, because also Sega and Atlas, while I can't confirm or deny whether they've taken down every like sprite related to them on Gary's mod, it's very likely that it'll happen because I mean this is a little off topic here, but recently Vimslayer were forced to take down many games.
That is kind of a big talking point because I'm pretty sure Vim's Lair was like the only website that housed like all of the Wii games and WBFS.
Yeah, and it was actually made to preserve the games, and now that it's gone, we don't have a very reliable source to get these games anymore.
What I think Carlos was saying is that also like Sega also took action as well. I'm pretty sure.
Sega plus Atlas is part of Sega, but Sega, like I said, I can't confirm or deny whether Sega have taken down their franchise models from the Steam Workshop, but you never know. It's likely to happen because, like, listen, if Sega is gonna request, Vimslayer to take down their franchises like Yakuza, Persona, hell, Super Monkey Ball, fucking Golden Sun, if they wanted to, like, pretty much what I'm trying to say is, it's a high chance that it's a likely chance that my character sprite probably can't be in. And for those who say, oh, why not just use different character sprites? It's not that easy considering the fact that, like, for example, Yoshibyte's brand is off of, a Yoshi. Well, okay, I wouldn't say his brand, but, his name is Yoshibyte. Like, what else?
Like, it would make sense for me to use Yoshi. It makes sense.
Yeah, and
same with Tarts.
Well, I mean, sort of more recently, I've been kind of weaning off of like the Pop-Tarts sort of theme and just kind of going with like whatever just random pictures of me.
Yeah, and see, like, that's kind of me. Like, I don't have one specific picture or something that is attached to me. I kind of just use whatever is here and there.
Yeah.
Which I have now. I've been going more for Luigi, which has always really been a part of me.
I've always said this. I've never said it publicly, but I've like talked about it with these guys before. For a long time, I've been thinking about rebranding because even though Drip Tarts is a pretty iconic name, it's just a fucking stupid name I came up with in 2 seconds. So
and see, like, things like with that, like when your name gets so iconic and just so like attached to the community, it's kind of hard to wean off of.
I mean,
Ash, that's a good point because the Homebrew Boyz is. We also stated before that the Homebrew Boyz name is probably going to stay.
Homebrew Boyz, it's going to stay because it's too iconic, but we're probably not going to do as much homebrew content.
That was our big problem. Like, the channel's name is Homebrew Boyz, but like, it's kind of something that died out, and we probably should have planned for that. But it's something that we thought was going to stay popular.
Yeah, and I've talked about now. I don't know if we're gonna ever, rebrand this channel, but there was a time where I was just thinking about switching the name to just HBZ because the thing is,
It could work.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
that actually wouldn't be too bad of an
It
idea.
could work, but
it would be like
I'm not
SML.
100%.
because
Yeah,
then
pretty
because
much.
but the thing is that like Yoshibyte said before, like a couple months ago, we can legit keep the name. It just doesn't have to be about homebrew. But then at the same time, you also got to remember people are gonna expect
Which actually I
the
don't.
People
I
are gonna
don't.
stumble across the
content.
channel. It's like, oh, where's the homebrew?
Which actually I
Yeah.
don't.
So
HPZ could be something we could think of down, like a name
yeah,
that we could use down the line because
Like
HPZ doesn't
while
sound too bad. Like, I mean, it's a name that
yeah,
would stick.
and the thing is, this isn't because. And by the way, the main reason why I thought about rebranding, it's not just because of not it's not even just because the con that we're barely gonna build homebrew anymore, but it's also just because like while the name is iconic, I feel like I don't think it would meet like our today's standards, if I could say it like that.
Like,
Yeah, and I'd
like
agree.
you think we could come up with something like better if we made it
Well,
today or something?
okay.
Virgin Homebrew
I felt
tutorials.
like if we made it today, it could have something could be different, but like to be honest, I'd rather just use something like HBG
Okay,
because
see, like the reason I agree with that is because HPC would still fit, our name, but it also doesn't directly
but
attach us to homebrew either.
yeah, it kind of
Same with like SML.
Like, yeah, like he
yeah
used to
because
be Super Mario Logan, and now he's just SML, which doesn't directly attach
yeah,
him to
which
Nintendo.
yeah, and because that's also considering the fact that he doesn't use Mario characters in his
Marvin.
Marvin.
Anyways,
I don't
but like
no
it's just yeah.
like I was saying, while the name is still iconic and while I personally love the name and I don't want to change it, I feel like if we want our content to take off, I feel like a rebranding might end up
Now,
happening.
we're not saying that this is gonna happen, but we're also saying it might, which
It
would
might because
I think what I understanding is that we're the name could be like the name could be the same, but like other aspects of the channel, like the content,
exactly,
channel
yeah.
banner, the branding
yeah,
could all be
and
straight away
also
from homebrew.
it's also the reason why people like KSI's little brother Deji. That's why he went from his first name was Comedy Shorts Gamer, and then he switched to Deji because he knew his content wasn't even about gaming anymore. So it's like, and the reason why I personally think HBZ would fit better is because it doesn't correlate us to homebrew anymore. And while I'm not trying to say that homebrew that us being correlated to homebrew is a bad thing, as I said, if our content isn't going to be about homebrew anymore, I feel like I just personally think the name Homebrew Boys just doesn't fit any as well anymore.
For real, like my content, I don't even review Pop Tarts anymore. So like,
Yeah,
Did you ever? Did you ever?
no, I never did.
and
But
then because and actually, we'll come back to this topic in a little bit. Should we discuss about what we've been doing since
No, yeah, we should probably get to that now.
yeah,
That's
So
probably what everyone's been fucking waiting for, like screaming at their screens, like just get to what the fuck you guys were doing.
And
I'm gonna let the man himself Yoshibyte start.
Okay, so basically, what I've been up to is just been, I've been, I'd say I've been kind of pretty active. Like obviously, in 2022, I started Yoshibyte SpongeBob SquarePants. Um, and then I've just been kind of just releasing that, uh, for a bit.
yeah, and that goes for like all of us. Like me, like I had just started a channel up because I haven't really been consistent on a channel. I've kind of just been here and there, but now I finally have a channel that I'm gonna stick with for probably ever.
Plus,
That I have
and plus I founded like Source Online Entertainment, which has all the other Gmod shows, including a buddy of mine, Franklin's. He has his own show.
yeah, Quagmire and the Ghost
And
Adventures.
the Quagmire and the Ghost Adventures, and maybe plan for more in the future, but that's basically what I've been up to. And also just side videos, also just like what I used to make like before Homebrew Boyz like came in. That's never really died out. It's always kind of been the same thing. It kind of just been like just making videos whenever I feel like it. That's basically what I've been doing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then where I have been. So I'm just gonna be straight to the point. I have a really bad case of no motivation to edit videos at all.
Similar to me.
I'm definitely fucking burnt out. I wouldn't say that I have a case of gifted kid burnout, but like, I just don't have the motivation to do anything. I mean, if you guys have been keeping up with my channel, you already know that I've been trying to fucking release a documentary about Dormitibus for like 2 years, and I still have not gotten it out. And it's just because I can't find the time where I want to actually like edit it.
I think it started out like the same time as my Super Sponge video. If you guys remember that from 2 years ago.
Well, no, it was like I started it while you were like towards the end of editing yours.
And the most recent mention of Dormitibus was I don't remember which came first, but it was but I remember Drip Tarts made a community post talking about the Dormitibus video being like missing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the missing poster.
Yeah, and then in one of my videos, which I will talk about once it comes to me, but I recently made a joke saying that the Dormitibus video will drop in 2026, which is obviously a joke because that I obviously don't get that control. That's obviously how Drip Tarts is at.
But it honestly might actually come out 2026.
And also, I've been trying to figure out, just going back to me again, I've been trying to figure out, like, from my audience, what they would like to see, because I honestly have no idea.
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
Just like, throwing stuff out just to see what sticks to the wall, and some of the ideas I've gotten are, to be honest, not that great. So, if you could, I'm sorry to be a little mean, but, just someone literally said in my comments, top 10s about Yoshi. Like, I can make one, but like, I don't know. But yes, again, sorry to be a little mean, but if you have ideas for me and Ash, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, make a comment or in my Discord server, just whatever.
The problem is I have way too many fucking interests and hobbies to the point that my videos are never about one thing. It's literally just different every fucking time. I mean, I'm just gonna go on my channel. Okay, latest video was from 3 months ago, which was a content warning video. Then I had a video about Fortnite, and then I had a video where it was an AI cover of Plankton singing "My Dad is a War Criminal," and then I had an EAS mock, and then I had a series which is I will continue at some point, but not right now, where I talk about micronations. And then, of course, I have the whole fucking Breaking Bad, the video game thing. There's just way too many fucking like interests I have that I can't really like just stick to one topic.
Yeah. All right, Carlos, you want to explain what you've been up to?
Yep, I've been waiting to get some things off my chest. So, there was a time where I was close to actually like stopping social media just in general. For those who don't know, I used to be big on TikTok. My old username Karurosu99 Gaming had like about like 33,000 followers, and I will get back onto that in a bit. But there's been times where I was really busy in life. I had a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend. Had to plan for high school. I was in band back then. And to be honest, I can't necessarily remember a lot about what happened in 2023 because I'll be honest, band was on my mind so much that I just couldn't that I couldn't even give time to social media. And then there was a time where I was trying to like revive my YouTube a bit. So for those who don't know, Filthy Frank, very very famous edgy YouTuber who is now making hits as Joji now, but I shall digress. There was a time where my channel was supposed to be, I guess, like a Filthy Frank 3. For those who don't know, there was a Filthy Frank 2, but he ended up, he ended up quitting the project entirely. So then there was a time where I was gonna start doing Filthy Frank 3, and I did a video reacting to Colleen Ballinger's dumb ukulele apology, if you could even call it that. Then there was a time where then I tried to do another video that did horrible. So I just decided to just scrap it all. And then there was a time where and then I was kind of just like I wasn't really doing much on YouTube anymore. I mean, I did a Joji Chloe Burbank tier list that didn't really get as much views. But then oh yeah, before I get to what I was about to say, my TikTok account then got hacked and then got banned, and I have not been able to get it back since. And and to be honest, I don't really care about it anymore, and I'll explain why in a second. But but shortly after my I got banned on TikTok. Uh, this was December 2023. I started a new series on my channel, which I guess you can say it's a little bit like Yoshibyte SpongeBob, but I started the Persona 3 AI series on my channel. Originally, this series was never it wasn't ever gonna be like a series. Originally, I was just gonna make one video, maybe one or two videos, and then just be like, okay, we'll just scrap it there. But the series got extremely popular that that I decided, you know what? I guess I'll continue this, and most of my videos have been doing pretty well. Like most of my videos have been at least either near or at 1,000 views. So, and then my first ever episode got I think like 23,000 views, I think. But the video that then brought, I guess, my channel that like skyrocketed my channel was the Makoto Yukari and Junpei playing Wii Sports part 1. And yeah, and that video has like for the last I could remember was like at 27,000 views. Like I don't even remember. But yeah, I've been kind of just focused on that, but I've been focused on technically 3 other projects. So as of recent, for those who aren't in the Persona community, you're not going to know who this is, but there is this one leaker named Midori. Recently, Midori was it turned out that Midori was faking their identity the whole time. Midori was playing as a Japanese woman who just knew stuff about like Persona, like Atlas, Sega stuff. But it turns out they were actually a white guy
Oh
just
shit! It's a
playing
white guy.
Damn.
who was just playing as a Japanese woman. So, and I had recently gotten into contact with some of I guess Midori. Well, their name is actually Mystic, but or at least that was their old username before they went to Midori. But yeah, I recently got into contact with people who knew Midori slash Mystic, and so yeah, I've been currently been trying to work on the documentary dedicated to Midori. So yeah, and then also I'm currently working on a project with Crisis of the Multiverse, which is another Persona AI like content creator. I've been currently helping him work on the Liberation of Atlas series. So yeah, and then I've also been working on an album. Like this is like my own like personal album, has nothing to do with Persona AI, just just like actually like a passion project I've been working on. So it's like I've also just been really like I've been really busy on my end too, and and then there was times where I wanted to bring back the Homebrew Boys, but at least what I've been wanting to bring it back, but like I felt like, well, obviously I didn't have all the time to do that because I had to focus on my own channel. I also had I not and then I also had my own Discord, which I'm not gonna plug, so don't worry. Maybe in the description, I don't know, but
Plug it.
but yeah, I've been working on my own. I've been working on my own stuff. Same with how Yoshibyte's been doing. And then obviously, while I do have a new TikTok, which is the Karurosu Persona TikTok, I'm not gonna prioritize TikTok anymore as my main social media anymore because times have changed now, and I personally just don't think TikTok as at least for me anymore. I don't know how Ash, Yoshibyte, and Braylon feel about
I'm
it, but
back.
We feel very similar about this.
Yeah,
About this
I
specific
really
topic. We just don't think that TikTok is a viable thing anymore.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like,
I don't think TikTok
'cause,
is the
I'm gonna be
best
real.
for.
I'm gonna be real. We all fell the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
we fell off
and,
horribly.
yeah, and also, and even, and I'll state this now, and I was saying this before we started recording that even if my account didn't get banned, I was probably never gonna post on it anymore because like we've been saying, like we stated earlier when we started recording, homebrew is just not interesting anymore, and most of the people that followed me just because of homebrew,
Mm-hmm.
and now considering the fact that homebrew is just not part of us anymore, at least, well, I mean, it's always going to be a part of us, but it's just not our main priority anymore.
And
So
especially like I've said, because there's nothing really to show for homebrew anymore. There's nothing to do that we haven't already done for homebrew
Yeah,
yeah,
anymore.
and a
Yeah.
good example is that you may say how Reconnect and WeLink have merged. To be honest, we never wanted to see this channel as a homebrew news source because
Yeah, we don't want that.
yeah.
We want to make creative content. Our original envision was to make creative content with homebrew as like a focus, just creative content with stuff revolving around homebrew.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
obviously, and another thing, let me just state this now before I we continue. For any of the people who are watching that are a big fan of my Persona content, and I'm not my Persona AI content, and I'm not trying to say this to be rude, but please don't go because here's the thing. I have I think two other channels. I think I have my Karusu Music account, which I'm probably gonna delete because I personally just don't think I don't think I'm gonna use that channel
and
anymore.
the
And
vlog
then
channel.
I have the vlog channel, which I have not started the vlogs yet. Oh well, I started them. I filmed quite a bit of them, but I haven't actually gotten to editing them. But something I want to put out there is and I'm probably gonna also state this on my vlog channel too. It's that please don't go to these channels and ask for Persona AI content. It's similar to how Joji wanted to separate himself from Filthy Frank because it's just there's what I'm trying to say is that there's a specific channel for that stuff, and it's better to just go on that channel than go to another channel and ask them about it. I mean, I'll still preview Persona AI stuff that I'm working on, but I don't want to completely stay. But I don't want the account to just be oh, Carlos is just living his his Persona AI stuff. It's just not him typing the AI stuff. No, that's not what I want. Both the channels. I don't. That's not. It's not something I want for the Homebrew Boys channel, nor my vlog channel, nor Yoshi by Ashes or Braylon's channel. I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna be the type who'll do that, but I just kind of want to keep that clear that I want Persona AI and myself and the Homebrew Boys all completely well, okay, I wouldn't say I want myself separated from that, from the Persona AI content, but I especially want the Homebrew Boyz and Persona AI to be in completely like different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
And
I just wanna go out for the record and say where Kobe's been based on what he's told me because he's obviously not here right now. So, basically what he's told us is that he's in a very similar boat that Ash is right now. He's that he has basically no motivation to make videos at all, and he doesn't know what he wants to really make. He's tried
yeah,
a couple formats, but
that's about
he hasn't really stuck yet. So
the same
yeah,
for me.
that's all I'm gonna say.
That's about the same for me. Like, I don't really have any motivation to make videos or edit or really think of ideas at the moment. So my channel's just kind of sitting empty. But yeah.
yeah.
And now, and I'm gonna probably just speak for everyone in this for everyone else for the rest of in the Homebrew Boys. So let me first state this now. Dyllie has just been doing his own thing.
Yeah.
He's still a member of the Homebrew Boyz, but he's like only comes like every like now and then.
He's just our friend.
It's like a special event when he comes. That's what.
Yeah.
Well, it's a special event when he joins the VC.
But like,
yeah,
like he's just here. He's our friend. But like,
we understand because
He's our friend.
basically
We talk to him. He's our friend. We talk to him.
But we understand because he's basically a full-time content creator on TikTok. He almost has 1 million followers.
And
it's almost like a Joji and Max Mofo situation where it's like, it's almost like he's right now just doing his own shit. Like, same with us, but he'll still pop in and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Which like
he's off doing his own thing,
which also,
like having like a big following. Here we are, just
see,
like
he
having no followers.
Yeah, and he doesn't just have like all of his time to spend on us. So of course he's not gonna be here all the time, nor is he gonna be here most of the time. But he's still here.
He's off doing his own thing while we fell off. Not that I'm saying that like we hate you, whoever's been following, because there are some people out there who are true passionate fans of this weird ass internet group.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like honestly, thank you.
Whoever's out there, thanks for following.
Or whoever's still supporting us, thank you.
Yep.
Now,
I also
go ahead.
So like Carlos has also said, where he's been working on other stuff like his album and whatever. I have also been working on other, I guess, passion projects of mine besides social media stuff. For example, I started to make like beats, not to actually be like a genuinely good producer. I just want to make the fucking goofiest shit possible.
He just wants to make them just so they're just like stupid and goofy. They're not supposed to be good.
I mean, if you literally go to my fucking SoundCloud account, there is literally a track titled "He's Shitting in a Bucket" type beat. So
I mean, hey, at least Ash is actually knowing it that these are supposed to sound bad.
He knows FL Studio.
Nah, but
compared to another person, which we're not going to mention him, but it's one of Ash's friends.
Yep, and then I've also.
Well, as of recent, he has been sending me good beats, but like back then he made a bunch of like questionable like beats.
Okay, yeah. Another thing I've also been doing off of YouTube is that this is gonna sound weird to anyone that has not seen my YouTube or Instagram or anything about me, but I am also currently running a country. So yeah.
Micronation.
Micronation. If you don't know what that is, just watch the 2 videos I made about it. Or
basically he made his own.
Yeah.
I basically declared my house and a nearby part of a new country, and it's a passion project of mine. There's a website, you can go to it. I'm gonna plug it right now: www.tartistan tartistan.xyz.
Okay. Even though I said I was gonna speak for the rest of the members, Ash, do you want to speak for like NDS?
Okay, he's also. he's not like demotive.
Yeah,
he has,
I would say he's not really.
I see NDS has actually started. He's like starting to start up his like YouTube channel. He's just like just starting out.
He's like just starting out. A thing I've seen him been doing, which I also think I somewhat good at, is I guess we're both trying to, I guess, mainly make like video essays or documentaries, and like he did with his most recent Mario Kart DS video. But yeah, that's also brings me back to like that's what I kind of want my main channel or like my videos to be, because the videos I make that are like video essays or short documentaries usually do well. Only problem is the last time I made a video like that was a year ago, and I don't have any motivation anymore. So yeah.
Yeah. And plus they take like boatloads of effort to make.
A lot of because like I mentioned, the Dormitibus video that I've constantly been mentioning is supposed to be the biggest like project of mine to date, but I just don't have the time to like do it.
Pretty sure the last video essay, I wanted to do video essays too, but I only made like the super fun video. That was it.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's a video essay, but it kind of is.
It's kind of hard for me to make those kind of videos because,
to be honest, the last video essay that we done on this channel was the iceberg.
Which,
if that even,
I mean, I guess I would call it, but like essay videos take a lot of effort. Like they are
video essays / like short documentaries / retrospectives, I guess.
Yeah, and also like, also I know I already mentioned this, but the Midori documentary, it was supposed to drop like this month in July, but as of recent, there has been some internal problems with things, and those main problems were trying to get interviews. While I was able to get interviews with 2 people who knew Midori, originally I was supposed to get one with one of his old friends, one of Midori's old friends, but he has stated to me that he's not interested anymore. And then also some people in my Discord server want to be a part of it, so it's like it's it's a lot of work for people who are wanting to do like documentaries and stuff like that. And I also want to state that I don't want to be like I don't want to be like those typical YouTubers who say that, oh, YouTube is not easy. But I mean, like, it's a mix of like it's easy, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah, many people on TikTok that are like, oh, YouTubers when they have to sit in front of a computer and play video games all day. Like, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, YouTube is harder than a 9 to 5. It's obviously like a 9 to 5 is. It's obviously a 9 to 5 is harder, but YouTube isn't easy. Like it isn't as simple as just sitting in front of a computer playing video games. There's a lot more involved.
And the weird thing I find is that this goes for both me and Yoshibyte. He can also agree with this. But for some reason, the videos that we actually like put a lot of effort into barely get views. But then the videos that take like no effort at all get like a shit ton of views. Like case number one. If you go to my channel and go to most popular, the most popular video of mine is Eminem predicts COVID no clickbait, and all I did to make that video was just take a small part of the Rap God music video and just put an AI text to speech of him saying that, and that's all, and boom, 151,000 views.
My most popular video, I think, is a Wii menu video where I literally just sit in front of my Wii and then I just click around my Wii menu. That's all I literally do.
Yeah, no, that's the character swearing is what makes the videos.
Especially in your SpongeBob, because like half the fun of it is just like, oh, SpongeBob is saying fuck and he's saying shit and he likes to poop everywhere. Like that's literally like basically the humor.
Yeah, it's basically just a normal. It's basically just us like in real life, but just in as SpongeBob characters.
Yeah. Well, the AI series is almost like I'll be honest. I have never used a script. Well, okay, no. I've used a script for the Persona AI series, but that's only been for like 2 videos, but every other video I've done has all just been every other video I have done has all just been unscripted. All has came from my mind, stuff like that.
There's been Yoshibyte SpongeBob SquarePants also has like a couple. Like it's mostly scripted. It's like the complete opposite where it's like mostly scripted. But there's some episodes that are just like improv
Yeah,
and stuff.
the two videos that obviously had scripted was was the fifth episode of Persona 3 AI with Yoshibyte. That obviously needed a script
Mm-hmm.
because Yoshibyte doesn't play Persona like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then episode 8 needed a script because all the characters were speaking different languages, so that obviously needed a script. So yeah.
So do you guys want to talk about future plans, like for our own stuff, or?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't really. For me personally, I don't have any like insane ideas like right now. Like, I don't have any ideas for my channel personally as of right now. But I do have some for this channel, but none for my personal one.
So regarding Yoshibyte SpongeBob SquarePants, obviously the next episode is in the works right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just like no shit. But I'm also thinking about a Yoshibyte SpongeBob SquarePants movie, like a 50-minute, basically long episode. It's basically gonna be a movie where I don't know if any of you, if you don't keep up with like, if you're not a huge fan of me, then you probably won't know this, but there was a canceled episode in just by SpongeBob SquarePants where they were basically travel the multiverse. I'm thinking about turning that into a 50-minute movie.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna.
that's
I'm gonna,
probably not like anytime soon,
I got a
but
question.
I'm planning it.
Do you ever plan on what the fuck was that? Do you ever plan on ending SpongeBob, your SpongeBob
at
series?
some point, I'm pretty sure you said at some point.
Probably not anytime soon, but at some point, yes.
Yeah, I mean, not all things can last forever. Like that's.
Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Yeah.
Ash, you have any upcoming things you want to say?
I mean, I just never really
Like
know.
for me,
What
I yeah, like I agree with Ash. Like I don't really think of ideas until like the last second, and then I make them. Like I don't know if that was his point, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I already have, or no, like I, the thing, like I said earlier, with how I have way too many interests or hobbies, and like I can't really stick to one thing. I never really know what I'm gonna be doing in the future from now because it could be anything, honestly.
Yeah, and I the same about the same for me too. Yeah, I agree with that.
But oh, my AirPods just died. Fuck.
Anyways, but yeah, like mostly I think that we all have different plans, and some are not going to be as soon as others, or some we don't really have any. But eventually there will be new videos, or maybe not at all, depending. But you know, they'll all be there. But for this channel, we've already talked about it. But we have many ideas, and some we might not be able to do, some we might, who knows? Like, we don't know how this is going to go so far. We might be able to do all of them, but we're not sure how this is going to go so far. This is just our video telling you that what we're doing right now is not working, and we have new ideas.
Yeah, and let me also we forgot to add two other members in here, but I will get to that in a second. To also, I mean, okay. To be fair, I already talked about what I'm going to be doing: the Midori documentary, the collab I'm doing with Christ of the Multiverse, and my album. But I also wanted to add that that the Persona AI series. Um, I haven't publicly stated this. I have not publicly have said this yet, but I am planning on ending the season at least at 15 episodes. Originally, my plan was to end it at 25 episodes, but I then realized that because these videos take a lot of work and because I obviously have to stay consistent with with my channel, I I wanted to shorten it, at least for my mental health and stuff like that. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be, um, you know, yeah, Persona AI will be, it'll at least season is gonna be ending, not the whole series. The whole series will end when I stop having a passion for YouTube.
But
But
anyways, yeah, this has
yeah,
basically just been our update video slash,
yeah, and
little
We should
pod.
probably
let me
recap
also
because that
um
was probably
let me
a
also
lot.
let me also add the two other members that we did not add. So first off, we have one of the OG members, Caden. Well, to be honest,
Or
Caden, I
if
just
you
don't think I'm
or
pretty sure he's just done at this point.
yeah, if you guys don't know who we're talking about, pretty sure you might know him as Emo Nemo 69, or recently he's changed his name to what, like Keisty or something.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
Yeah.
Um,
So
but anyways, to
yeah,
recap,
yeah. So yeah, Caden, I don't know if he's ever gonna be in any more projects because he's like, while he still talks to me, he rarely talks in the server anymore. And I guess a lot of that, well, at least in his eyes, he's seeing, all the people in here like not liking him. And while I'm not gonna put this on, I'm not gonna personally talk about, our any drama in here. But yeah, but that's where we're just gonna leave it at with Caden. We just don't know if he's gonna continue being in any more projects.
mm-hmm.
And then there's one more member, and that is Lily. I know a lot of people don't really know who Lily is. To be fair, we can't really blame you because she rarely appears in Homebrew Boys projects. But uh, I'm gonna try my best to not keep things, I guess, how do I say it? I'm not gonna put personal info out there, or at least not like things that are extremely personal. But all I'm gonna say is that around 20, it's already been confirmed in the iceberg, but me and her have been dating, well, we're dating. And but as of March of 2024, we broke up, and now we're gonna I don't think we can really see her as a member. And that's not just because she broke up with me, but considering the fact that, like, she's in a server with people that are my friends more than hers, it's more so gonna be like, it's gonna just kind of be like, how can I say it? It's gonna be more awkward if we have her in more projects, especially since me and her don't really put extreme personal info out there. But all I can really say is, like, um yeah, Lily is probably going to continue being inactive. And I mean, to be honest, I don't even think she's really in the Homebrew Boys anymore, if I can just sort of put that out there. And this isn't because, and by the way, when what we're saying here is, we're not, it's this isn't even made to like hate on anyone, really. That's not really what this
Wow,
intention
that
is. But
is
like,
so much backtrack.
since me and her
Got killed by
are
fucking
not in a
brick athlete.
relationship anymore, and considering the fact this is with people who are more my friends, it's very unlikely she'll be in any more projects. So that's just how I'm gonna end it with that.
But yeah, here's the recap. Basically, we don't know what we're gonna do with this channel. We do know, but we don't know if the ideas are gonna stick. We have new ideas that will probably come out. We can't guarantee. We also can't say that they won't. Um, and yeah, basically,
I'll
we don't
recap the ideas. Basically, we're thinking about rebooting Homebrew School, and we're also thinking about uh,
like gaming
doing more live
videos,
streams and
live
just easier stuff to
streams.
get out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then,
Mhm.
other than that, yeah, I mean that's basically what we've been up to in this long hour, podcasting
And
slash update.
what's changed within the Homebrew Boys, like who's still in it, who isn't. The only thing we can confirm is that Lily is not in the Homebrew Boys anymore. But but regarding, like, with Emo Nemo slash, uh Caden, I don't think, I'm not gonna we can't really specifically say if he's in it or not, because we can't, publicly say he's out of it. So that's as best as we can do it. But yeah, but our goal is to hopefully revive this channel, and I also want to point out, like we said before, TikTok is pretty much us on TikTok is pretty much done. While Yoshibyte is still uploading, it's
It's
not really.
it's not anything related to We Homebrew like at all. It's mainly just like one-off stuff.
This is our day.
Yeah, like if we
Enough training.
the last video that Drip Tarts Ash uploaded was like back in like April, and that was regarding the Wii U and 3DS server shutting down. Braylon, I don't even remember what his last upload was, but my last upload, at least on my original account, was just me posting my Joji concert experience.
Mhm.
But and like I said, I do have another account, but I don't prioritize it anymore. And to be honest, the Homebrew Boyz TikTok account, I think, is just done now. We're not gonna do much with it. I mean, I'm not. That's just how I see it. But we could have a change of thought. We might, upload some
As of
funny
right
stuff.
now,
Yeah,
it's just like as of right now, we don't see any point in it.
This doesn't mean we're gonna delete it, but this also, you know, this also provides us this, like what okay, I can't speak English, but what we're trying to say is the Homebrew Boyz TikTok account is not, at least we're not thinking of deleting it, but don't expect any new uploads.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, but that's pretty much all I had to say on that.
All right. Do you think we should
Yeah.
end this now?
But
I'd say
before
we
we
should.
end this, expect new videos. Maybe don't, but there will be something in the future, even if it's just an update video about what we're gonna do again. Anyways, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much all we had to say.
Thank you guys for.
We have ideas, videos coming soon.
See
Maybe,
ya
hopefully.
later. Maybe.
Don't count on it.
Skibidi toilet.